So we're now in the TBM 850. This is what it looks like outside. Some clouds, blue skies. We're at Manchester. This is the runway along here. So we're gonna taxi out here and down here, across here, and then take off once we've set the plane up. So we can do it one of two ways. What I'll do is I won't start the plane until the last minute, but we'll just turn it on. And is that battery, GPU? Yeah, that'll do. And it allows us to program our route. So let's do that first.
TOS system test OK.
So we're at Manchester, and we've got a load of procedure, departure, and I believe it was the list 2R procedure. Yep, let's load that. And then let's see what's next. Then it was Nugra. Nugra. And then it was Fitbo. Because the other point wasn't in the database, Fitbo, and then it's EG Gatwick. Heathrow. And then we've got to load the arrival, and the arrival was the Fitbo 1H, that one. And then let's load the approach to runway ILS 27 right, and transition is going to be the Boddington. VOR, click OK. That's our map. So that's all ready to go. So let's do our payload. Yeah, that should be enough fuel. 120 gallons both tanks. Actually, let's take some off. It's telling us it's overweight. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, let's put our prop forward, maximum. Getting ready for the start. Put our ignition on. Nav on. So once we get the start, this NG, the important ones are NG, ITT, obviously the oil, it's got to go into the green. And so let's start her up, click that to on. Ooh. looking for 15 here. Then we can introduce the fuel. There we go. Fuel. ITTs, climbing, do want it in the red. Yeah, that's cool. It's going to start coming back down. Next thing we're looking for is 50. There we go. We can turn off the ignition. Put that to auto. Turn our gyros on. Put our oh, that's already on. Not sure why that was on. Right, let's put an altitude of, I think it was 18. Yeah. Feet per minute, 1500. Start on that. That'll do. That's the flight director. Turn that on. What nav? Arm the altitude. Put some takeoff flaps and sort our trims out. So we need some as long as it's in the green, so I'll do about halfway there, that's fine. Put our pitot heats on. And then we need that. Yeah, I'm not explaining everything, but let's turn this down. Right. Let's turn the taxi light on. And let's taxi. so it should be a right turn here, and that we should find runway 23 right. So let's put our landing lights, strobes on, so we're ready to go. Right, we're now on runway 23 right. Let's try and get on the center line. Okay, let's throttle up. Got 100% torque. We're looking for 90 knots. There we have 90 knots. Let's rotate. Gear up. Flaps up. Yaw damper in. And autopilot in. Right, that might have been really loud, the plane, I don't know. I'll turn it down. So we're going into we've got a bit of cloud layer here, as you can see. Right, now, do you see this here? The graphics is all gone. This is what happens. So I'm going to pause, try and sort this out. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, back. I fixed the... It does that sometimes where it turns off the photogrammetry. But we're currently climbing up to 18,000 feet. At 1,500 feet per minute. I just topped up a little bit to 1,700. And then eventually, as we go up, possibly the speed may come down. If it goes, if we get it down, the speed drop off to 140 knots, we'll click this IAS button, which will alter the feet per minute that we climb, but maintain the 140 knot speed. Let's turn that off. And let's take those off. Taxi and landing lights off. And this is the GPS, if you remember the route that we plotted, this is it here. So we're literally coming along here, going to Fitbo, and then across, and then into Heathrow. This is satellite imagery. Really love their view. These are wing views. That's what the plane, back of the plane looks like. Those are the fuses, and they all work on this plane. They're all clickable. Just reaching 12,000. Cabin pressure. It's around 3,000 feet. Cabin pressure. Not sure what it's doing. What's going on? Oh, the autopilot switched off. Dear me. Ugh. It's a good job it's a flight sim. But this is what this is the I think what happened, I clicked something and it basically took the autopilot off. I don't even know what I clicked, but I clicked something. Oh yeah, I was trying to do something on the other screen and then I heard the beep, and next thing I knew the plane was sideways. Yeah, you can see now how I get this where, yeah, it's like it stops for a few seconds, then carries on. It's just showing you how old my PC can't keep up with the graphics. I mean, it doesn't always do it. It depends on where you're flying. Oh, this is really bad. I haven't seen it this bad for a while. I don't know if it's because I'm recording it and I don't normally record, and it's more of an overload as well. But I'm not going to edit anything. You can just see this raw video. So we're coming up to our altitudes. We've been alerted. So we're at 18,000 feet now. So what's that? 12 minutes into the flight. And what I'll do is I'll pause it, and then when we get to the top of descent, where we have to start descending down into Heathrow, and we'll join it there. See you in a sec. So we're almost at the top of descent, and so we're going to descend initially down to 15,000, and let's take it. See, yeah, that'll do. And if you're wondering how do I know what rate to descend at, I don't know if you can see it, but this little semi-arc here tells us where or how far it's going to take us to descend down to that altitude. So where it's showing me that here, that's perfectly fine. 600 feet per minute, that'll do. And we don't, on the GAs, we don't necessarily pull the throttle back. I mean, it will get a little bit faster, but because it's only 600 feet per minute, don't really need to. I mean, we're redlining at just over 250, so that's not going to happen. So just monitor it, and should be alright where it is. So back on the Navigraph map, this is just to show you. So this is us here, you can see us moving. I've got this on another monitor, but yeah, you can monitor your flight. You can see here we need to be at 15,000 feet by socket. So that's what we should be at, that 15,000 mark before soffit. Yeah, we're at 16, so yeah, we got. So we've just hit our assigned altitude now, so we're good to go. We're just approaching Sopit. We are 13.7 nautical miles away, as you can see here, 13.1 now, and that is our target there. And then we're going to be making a right turn, and then from there, from Sopit to Bovingdon, we've got to get down to 7,000 feet. So let's take that down to 7,000 feet.
Vertical track.
That's just letting us know that we'll soon be, within a minute or so, descending to down to 7,000 feet. So we're about to make our right turn. Once we level up, I'm going to start the descent. Okay, let's see what 800 buys us. Thousand. Okay, so all right, 1,700. Okay, we'll stick with 1,800, and we'll take the torque back a little bit to 100%. So we don't over speed, because we're descending a lot faster rate. this is us again, coming up to Bovingdon, and by Bovingdon we should be down to 7,000 feet, and then we start our approach into runway 27 right. Alright, we're coming up to 10,000 feet. We'll put our landing lights on. About to cross Bovington, doing a right turn, and we're at around 7,000 feet. And our next altitude assignment is 2,500 feet. To intercept the ILS. So we'll get that ready. As we can see, once we pass here, once we pass Bovingdon D11.0, then we'll start descending. This is our
Vertical track.
This is our ILS frequency, so I'm going to tune that now. So let's start our descent. Right, we're heading towards the city, London here. Just probably just about see some of the buildings here. It's a real frame wrecker. It's not going to be smooth around here in terms of the frames. Okay, let's pull the throttle back a little bit, slow down. We're now turning into pick up the ILS on runway 27 right at Heathrow. Let's hit the approach button. The runway's here. This is Heathrow above, in front of us right here. And that's the runway there that we're going to land on. Right, let's slow her down. Put the gears down. Put some first level of flaps. So currently we're still in autopilot and it's keeping us on track and descending on the beam. So where you see, that's the glide slope, and when it's on the center dot, it means that it's aligned and we're descending at the correct feet per minute, as you can see on the vertical speed. Our indicated airspeed is just over 110 knots. Once we get down to around 500, well 600-700 feet, then I'll put the last notch of flaps. Yeah, you're gonna get a bit of stuttering now. That's just what happens. That's why you need a really good system. Right, still on autopilot. I'll be taking the auto out at, on this plane around just over 500 feet. I'm going to put the last notch of flaps in, and that will reduce our speed a little bit, because flaps act as they act as what's the word? I can't think of it at the moment.
500.
So that's us. Let's take that out. Yeah, sorry, yeah, it causes drag, the flap. So it slows the plane down, just give it a bit more speed, getting a bit low. We're into the wind, so okay, that's cool. Back on track, let's get it down. There we go. Try and get it on the center line. Alright, there we go. Oops, it's not center line. Right, here we go, center line. Now we've touched down. That's it. Let's turn off here. And just do our flaps. Let's take off our landing lights, and we'll just find somewhere to park. park in here. Go. Stand 211. Here we are. Brakes. And then all that's left to do now is shut her down. And let's turn that off. Pulse off. And let's bring our feather our prop. That's that. So that took 46 minutes from Manchester to so I keep saying Gatwick, Heathrow. It'd be a lot quicker, I think. Well, actually, I don't know. In a jet, we'll find out one of these days. I hope you enjoyed that. It's a little bit raw. It's not something that I practice doing, but I'm gonna do another one if you want. Using the Boeing, so you can get a different idea, especially with the planning side of it. And I think I'll do one with ATC so you can see that as well. But yeah, that's it really. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one.